The fundamental difference between the dose and scatter radiation produced by Lodox versus other X-ray modalities can be attributed to the way in which Lodox X-rays are produced. Lodox employs linear slot scanning radiology technology, or LSSR. A very narrow fan beam is projected over the subject and the X-rays are detected by a narrow detector on the opposite side of the C-arm. Because of the thinly collimated beam, very little X-ray scatter occurs and the full dose of X-rays is utilized efficiently. Other X-ray modalities project a cone beam onto a specified body part. This cone beam geometry creates many scattered X-rays. As a result, an anti-scatter grid must be placed between the patient and the plate to absorb such scatter and to thereby prevent high levels of image noise on the image. This absorption of X-rays does, however, mean that a higher dose must be administered to achieve good quality images. These fundamental beam differences, together with a proprietary CCD detector system and accompanying software, explain why the Lodox scanners are able to produce such good quality, full-body images very quickly and at a fraction of the conventional dose. Innovation and creativity have propelled the evolution of healthcare through the ages. The resultant medical advancements have helped shape the care and treatment we receive today and greatly increased the amount of lives saved.
What we've been doing, and we've been doing it for more than a decade now, is using the Lodox machine as part of our initial resuscitation procedure. And that's done slightly differently to other hospitals because any X-rays taken in the emergency department may be life-threatening, but they do take time. And the trauma surgeon has got to prioritize what the injuries are, treat them in the order in which they're most likely to cause death or harm to the patient, and at the same time is working against the clock because it has to be done as quickly as possible.
Lodox Systems designed and developed a full-body medical X-ray solution that was derived from technology originally created for the security sector, specifically for the detection of stolen diamonds by the mining industry in South Africa. This need created the ideal background for the team of engineers who took on the challenge to design an X-ray scanner with an ultra-low dose to be used for the frequent and rapid X-ray scanning of humans. It was realized that this technology had the potential to cause a revolution in the medical X-ray industry, and soon after the security breakthrough, further innovations adapted the system for medical purposes. Our systems are capable of producing full-body X-ray images in an incredible 13 seconds. And this high speed is not the only feature. We have combined these unprecedented speeds with a minimal radiation dose, while at the same time presenting an image of exceptional quality. As a result of its unique set of characteristics, the Lodox solution is incredibly well suited for operation in trauma hospitals and forensic pathology facilities. Fast, accurate information saves lives in trauma. It can show injuries throughout the body, providing a complete medical picture of a patient's medical state that will guide diagnosis, whilst providing space for resuscitation at all times, and providing immediate insight into what further imaging and treatment may be necessary.
When the patient comes in, the very first piece of equipment that they ever meet in this hospital is the Lodox machine. And they undergo an immediate Lodox on the ambulance equipment, with their clothes on. It doesn't make any difference at all. From the time the ambulance reaches this hospital to the time they're on the resuscitation trolley is about 2 minutes. Nearly half the time taken for a resuscitation of a patient includes X-rays. Now, if the Lodox is going to do the same job, do it quicker, and in our opinion do it better, then it halves the time we take to resuscitate the patient. We do it before the patient even gets to the resuscitation table.
The reduction in radiation scatter and dosage maintains a far safer environment for both patients and medical practitioners too. It performs incredibly well in mass casualty situations where many scans need to be performed in a short time. The large variety of patients that can be Lodoxed adds to Lodox's versatility in trauma. From unresponsive, pregnant and unstable patients to those who are infirm, intoxicated or very young giving critical information from a far wider range of patients than is usually possible.
So it's very much like a cardiac monitor. It's changed the speed with which we are able to return that patient to physiological normality. So it has made a big difference.
There is no known alternative solution that matches the Lodox scanner in the medical X-ray sphere globally. With offices in Johannesburg, South Africa and Mentor, Ohio in the United States, Lodox is superbly positioned to make an impact right across the globe. At Lodox, we define our future as the partner in trauma and forensic pathology excellence via the creation of value through strategic investments in people, ideas, and technology. Lodox, saving lives through innovative solutions. Innovation and creativity have propelled the evolution of healthcare through the ages. The story of Lodox Systems is a story of how the application of innovative thinking and ingenuity can challenge existing paradigms and ultimately result in better, more effective healthcare practices.
And there's no denying that the Lodox is probably the most significant development in radiologic implementation or technological innovation as far as forensic pathology is concerned. One of the major advantages is that in a busy facility like ours, it's ideal for us to be able to scan and to develop radiologic images of these bodies even before we start the autopsies.
Lodox Systems designed and developed a full-body medical X-ray solution that was derived from technology originally created for the security sector, specifically for the detection of stolen diamonds by the mining industry in South Africa. This need created the ideal background for the team of engineers who took on the challenge to design an X-ray scanner with an ultra-low dose to be used for the frequent and rapid X-ray scanning of humans. It was realized that this technology had the potential to cause a revolution in the medical X-ray industry, and soon after the security breakthrough, further innovations adapted the system for medical purposes. Our systems are capable of producing full-body X-ray images in an incredible 13 seconds. And this high speed is not the only feature. We have combined these unprecedented speeds with a minimal radiation dose, while at the same time presenting an image of exceptional quality. As a result of its unique set of characteristics, the Lodox solution is incredibly well suited for operation in trauma hospitals and forensic pathology facilities. Lodox provides a complete picture of a subject's state and injury pattern, Fast, accurate information saves time in forensic pathology investigations by guiding the determination of the cause of death, showing the location of injuries and foreign objects throughout the body.
The advantage, of course, with Lodox is that using both a lateral and an AP scan, which can be done within a few minutes, allows us to very accurately identify not only the number of projectiles, but the nature of the projectiles and their anatomic locations. The other consideration is that we can Lodox the body or scan the body within a body bag. Initially, it's not necessary to expose the body or expose any person working with the body to the raw material.
It also allows for a high throughput, allowing staff to process bodies quickly, while its high-quality imaging provides clarity and surety, leaving all guesswork behind. There is no known alternative solution that matches the Lodox scanner in the medical X-ray sphere globally. With offices in Johannesburg, South Africa and Mentor, Ohio in the United States, Lodox is superbly positioned to make an impact right across the globe. At Lodox, we define our future as the partner in trauma and forensic pathology excellence via the creation of value through strategic investments in people, ideas, and technology. Lodox, saving lives through innovative solutions.
but also has another purpose, meeting the needs of certain religious communities. Our Kelly Worthman got the chance to learn more about this unusual technology. Kelly?
Well, Jim, determining the cause and manner of a person's death can be a very invasive procedure, but now the medical examiner has a digital tool allowing for more culturally inclusive autopsies.
1, 2, 3, go.
With the cut of a ribbon,
Hey!
came celebration for cutting-edge technology, a device Denver's medical examiner calls a game changer.
It changes what is a 30-minute or more procedure to a matter of a minute or two.
It's called the Lodox, a low-dose X-ray machine that can produce high-quality whole-body images, helping determine a cause and manner of death.
The Lodox will demonstrate trauma, foreign objects in the body like bullets.
Results could eliminate the need for a traditional invasive autopsy, which many faith-based communities object to, like those who are Jewish, Muslim, and Native American.
When the body is cut, we universally believe, we universally feel that this is a desecration.
Even though the Lodox cannot replace the surgical procedure in every case, it still provides a great peace of mind to religious and cultural groups grieving the loss of a loved one.
This for us is very significant. It gives a great deal of comfort.
Now, the Lodox machine has actually been in use here since October, which the city purchased for $600,000. Reporting live in Denver, Kelly Worthman covering Colorado First.
Do you have a cause of death yet on the conductor?
I believe this man was poisoned. I've got a pretty good track record if you'd like to get started on your investigation.
On ABC's Forever, Dr. Henry Morgan makes it look easy identifying the dead and figuring out exactly how they died. But step into reality. These remains, real bones and tissue, remain unidentified at the Riverside County Sheriff's Department Coroner's Office.
So we're still working on her. It's a fairly young woman of mixed race who was wearing slacks. She wasn't dressed appropriately for the hike.
Forensic anthropologist Deb Gray suspects natural causes in this death, a woman found on a mountaintop in August near Lake Paris. She couldn't find any trauma. And while it won't solve this case, one of the 13,000 death investigations the department conducts every year, this Lodox high-speed X-ray machine can certainly help.
Pull the handle and you'll see it'll take a couple of seconds.
The Sheriff's Department just purchased this $482,000 digital full-body X-ray scanner for the coroner's Paris office this summer. It creates a 6-foot high-resolution picture in just 13 seconds while eliminating the need to move bodies to get complete X-ray pictures. That saves both time and money.
Light speed ahead. Not only that, the ease of use is great, and the quality of the images are fantastic.
It's one of the first things that happens when a body comes through the doors here at the coroner's office. First thing, they weigh them, photograph them, and fingerprint them. Now, just about every body comes right into this Lodox machine for a complete scan. In the past, they couldn't do it. It simply took too much time.
As you can see, it only took a couple of seconds once it actually initiated and started.
The Lodox scans can pinpoint the exact location of a bullet, helping determine the cause, manner, and mode of death, while often finding things no one knew they'd even find. Things like artificial implants with traceable serial numbers, which makes identifying a body easier.
So in a very complicated case with multiple gunshot wounds, sometimes if we don't find the bullets when we're doing the autopsy, we'll send the body back to X-ray. A few seconds later, body's back.
Riverside County is just one of less than a handful of agencies nationwide using this Lodox. Another plus, its scans produce 10 times less harmful radiation, a real positive for employees like technician Ivy Zandival. Coincidentally, the county's chief forensic pathologist, Dr. Jennifer Park, she's a huge fan of Dr. Henry Morgan and Forever for its realism despite the obvious fantasy.
Well, for one, I know I don't live forever.
Park says, unlike similar crime shows, Forever creates great drama that's embedded into the storyline, and she says it's believable. As for the new Lodox scanner, Park says it helps her every day.
The reason why we do our job is to provide answers for the families. So I believe this is an excellent investment. If we could do our job more efficiently to get, more accurate answers into them faster, I think it's great.
And like the show, this Lodox machine will likely help solve many, many more mysteries and crimes during its long run. In Paris, Jeff Stahl, News Channel 3.